The Sean P. McIlmail Hero Award is in memoriam of Sean McIlmail. Sean was a survivor of priest abuse who tragically died during the process of prosecuting Robert L. Brennan of the Philadelphia Archdiocese. It wasn't until 2022 that Sean's parents, Mike and Deborah, would see Brennan convicted and sentenced for lying to the federal government about his abuse of their son, Sean. In honor of Sean's memory, Mike and Deb established the Sean P. McIlmail SOL Research Institute at Child USA. And each year, we recognize someone who has made a difference in fighting the battle of child sex abuse. This year, Mike and Deb selected Jason Berry because he was reporting on abuse in the Catholic Church in the 80s before anyone wanted to hear about it.
I soon got access to deposition transcripts involving Father Gilbert Gothay, who was a pedophile with a great many victims. What I could not get a wrap around was how the bishop and other church officials had knowingly reassigned him several times before that.
I just told him everything I knew about it, but he was smart enough to be able to, in a sense, analyze what was going on, to put the pieces together.
There was this gradual awareness that crept over me that this is something much larger and much deeper than I had ever imagined. It was a political story, the abuse of power in a religious context.
In 1985, he became the first person in the media to write about the clergy abuse crisis publicly, despite the power of the Catholic Church.
What he was writing about was the beginning of a change in the paradigm of not just the Roman Catholic Church, but also a paradigm. He's changed the whole way that people look at sexual abuse of children and minors.
He didn't just stop there. He continued to write about the crisis and to educate the world about systematic abuse in powerful institutions. In 1992, Jason published Lead Us Not into Temptation, the first book about the clergy sex abuse crisis.
When I first started paying attention to the Catholic Church's cover-up of abuse, it was in 2002. The Boston Globe Spotlight team began breaking its stories, and the only precursor to the Boston Globe's coverage, the book that was cited again and again, was Jason Berry's Lead Us Not into Temptation. He sent up a flare saying that the abuse is happening and the cover-up is systematic.
Jason not only formed this subject for the rest of us, but he got to it first.
Without him, this movement to change the Catholic Church would not be where it is today. We are all standing on the shoulders of Jason Berry.
Jason has just always had real identification and sympathy with the victims, the true heroes of all of this, and that has always informed his writing.
The experience of knowing and befriending so many survivors has been both humbling, I would say, and elevating at the same time. I think it's about the most important thing that people can do in their lives: protect children of the future, give justice to those who have had their innocence taken away. Child USA, to my mind, is doing the Lord's work. The more we can push through an organization that has a think tank, that has the kind of commitment to reforming the legal system, the better the chances we have that there will be a more level playing field.
Jason, as someone who entered this sphere in 2002, I just want to say thank you. You laid the groundwork that we needed to make the world a safer and happier place for children.